Hey guys, in this video I'll be reviewing the Moto G 3rd generation. So firstly I'll be talking about the display. This phone has a 5-inch display with a resolution of 1280 by 720. It's a 720p display, it's a HD display, and the viewing angles are really great on this phone and the colors look vibrant. Overall it's a really impressive display, and it has got Corning Gorilla Glass 3 on the front from nearly edge to edge, which Motorola claims that it protects the phone from scrapes and scratches, so that's an added bonus. So overall, in terms of display, this phone is really impressive. Talking about the hardware, on the left there are no buttons, and on the right we have a power button and also the volume buttons, and on the top there's a 3.5 mm headphone jack, and on the bottom there's a micro USB port. And talking about the design changes, the back is where you'll find a lot of design changes, and I quite like this design when compared to the previous generation Moto G. And the dimple is back. It's a favorite feature of mine and it really helps while you're making phone calls, and the texture on the back feels really good, especially when you're holding the device. And when it comes to build quality, this phone is really solid. Next, I want to talk about the camera. This phone has a 13 megapixel rear facing camera, and as you can see, some of the images that this phone produces are very impressive. I'll leave a link in this video's description for the full written review on my website so that you can take a look at these images in full resolution. Even low light performance is really good on this phone, so most phones struggle with low light performance. But the only issue I had with this phone is taking pictures in HDR mode. As you can see, this is a great image taken using the HDR mode, but this is also another image taken with HDR mode, but the colors look completely washed out and it's not really a great experience. So I recommend taking pictures in the normal mode rather than HDR mode. So this phone also does full HD video. It can record videos in full HD at 30 frames per second, and as you can see, the colors look great, and again the video is really impressive. Make sure to watch this video in full HD so that you can understand how great the video quality is. When it comes to battery, this phone has 2470 mAh battery. Although that doesn't sound great on paper, when it comes to real life usage, it does last an entire day, which is really impressive if you think about it. And this phone has a Qualcomm Snapdragon quad-core processor which is clocked at 1.4 GHz, and I've done a separate video covering benchmarks. Make sure you check that video, link will be in this video's description. And I've also done a video covering gaming performance of this device. That video will also be linked in this video's description, so make sure you check it out. And next I want to talk about sound. So if you have watched my previous videos, I've been complaining about sound on various devices, speakers not being on the front of the device, but in the case of Moto G 3rd generation, it really makes a huge difference to have speakers on the front, and you have to take a look at it and listen it for yourself to truly understand what I mean. Sound is exceptional on this phone. The Moto G 3rd generation is running stock Android Lollipop right out of the box, and it does add to the overall experience of using this phone. Everything is really smooth and fluid, and this phone comes in two different variants, and it is quite obvious which one you have to go for. It's better to spend the extra money and get the 16GB variant which has 2GB of RAM. So to sum up this review, this phone is currently sold out right now, which pretty much explains how good this phone is, especially at this price point. So that's about it for the review, guys. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please make sure to hit the like button and share this video, it will be very helpful. Make sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter, links will be in this video's description, and please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're interested in more videos like this, and don't forget to check out the full written review, links will be in this video's description. And as always, thanks a lot for watching.